welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Yankees taking on the Tropics. John Shabby and Chris Singleton on the call. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
And it's down on strikes. 2 away.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. Goes off speed. Gets the out.
2 outs. Base is empty. Aaron Judge digs in now. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Base is empty. Next offering misses. The count now 2-2. Up the middle, Baez. To first, 3rd out. Half inning complete. We've got no score. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Spencer Strider. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Siggy.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at
all right, let's take a look at the lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Javier Baez now at the plate. Edge of the zone, call the strike. And the count 1-2. One out, base is empty. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Goes down looking. Scoreless after 1. checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Now it's Corey Seager.
You know, Corey Seager would have been named the American League MVP in 2023 if it wasn't for some guy named Shohei Ohtani. Tough to outshine a two-way player, but Seager did his best by putting together a full season with impressive numbers.
Throws to first in time, and Seager is set down.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper to the plate. No score here in the second. That one fouled off, 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2. On the ground to the left. Correa sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they go quietly there. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Navarro.
Number 8.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Ground out the door. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Navarro with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Here's Eddie Rosario. Pickoff throw. Navarro back in on a dive.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that lead.
Runner on the move. There's the ball. Throw to second. See, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And it's second. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be called salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one. With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now here is Jose Miranda. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
When you can run your fastball up there in the high 90s, you think you go up almost all the time, but right there in that bat, he saved it to the final pitch and just blew it right by the batter. I mean, that's almost impossible to catch up to. You haven't had a chance to time that velocity.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. We'll move to the third with no score. This game, stepping in, Austin Riley. That one, it's triple digits.
Very nice tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty fun fastball right there. I'll tell you what, memories of getting jammed are creeping into my mind right now.
Big swing for the strikeout. Pulled this string in the chin.
Double-digit fastball with a nasty changeup. Pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make it look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And another ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. Hard hit left side. Whips it across. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
You've got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw? Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Here's Adley Rutschman. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the DH, Nelson Velasquez. And the righty deals. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a base hit up the middle. So runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball.
Here's Christian Vasquez. The 2-1. On the ground right side. 4, 6,
That's an out.
3. And they turn the double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details of how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Francisco Lindor.
That's a ball.
Next offering upstairs. Right-hander kicks, deals. And the slider just misses. Javier Baez to bat next. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line and into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Pitch out, but no action.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And a foul ball. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. Lindor on the move. This one in the air right field. Tucker settles under it and makes the catch. And that ends the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. And we're back. On to the 4th. Here's Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Liner, base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, that'll That'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. The ball absolutely jumped off the bat on that swing. Kind of made my eyes light up. And the data we're getting doesn't disappoint in the slightest. 116 miles per hour exit velocity. I'll tell you what, that will do the job.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit. And hard order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
All tied up here in game one of this three-game set. Outside low. And a full count now. Aaron Judge in the on-deck circle. Kicks and deals. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
A really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Here comes Aaron Judge. The pitch. Swings and misses. And that 1-2. Pitch. And another ball.
2-2 now.
Pitch misses there. 3-2 now. And here it comes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And the pitch. A swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they have been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Tucker off of first with 2 away. And now 1-2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
In the dirt, 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher. But if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Corey Seager, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Two outs. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fourth inning underway, no score. Popped up left side. Correa is there. He's got it. And that is out number 3. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. bottom of the fourth. Now the third baseman, Carlos Correa.
Third baseman.
Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is.
Oh, that ball drilled back up the box and nailed the pitcher. He's in there. And now they'll hustle off to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Navarro. Righty delivers. Swung out, belted. That one hurts against the fence. Correa on his horse and coming home. The relay. The tag is safe.
There you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the right fielder, Eddie Rosario. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one in the air center field. Judge is there. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. In there safely.
The batter, the first baseman,
and now here is Jose Miranda. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Line drive. And foul ball.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
Navarro stands at third with one gone in the inning. And that one is lifted in the air. He can't hang on. Well, from third comes across. It's 2-0. And he'll pull into second safely.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
One out, runner at second. Now the left fielder, MJ Melendez. Next one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4. So now the DH spot, Nelson Velasquez. 2 on, 1 out. Sliced hard but foul. Strider, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And the right-hander deals. And another ball.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a Quebecer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow throw. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So here's Christian Vasquez. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One-two now. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball. couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That one misses. Ball 3. Francisco Lindor getting on deck circle. At the belt and fires. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. One run is in. Melendez around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's 4-0.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
To the top of the lineup, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Man on second, 2 down. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Right through there for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Garrett Cole up and loosening in the pen. Gray also getting ready. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Javier Baez up next. Man at second. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We're headed to the 5th. The Tropics have the advantage, 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Melendez sizing this one up, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's Austin Riley. The wind of the pitch. Fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The next offering misses, and the count's even at 2. Kicks and fires. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rosario on his way over, tracks it down for the out, and there's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 32.
Here's Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Here's a 1-1.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it. And a rare talent.
Lindo.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Un hit solamente le han dado.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Garrett Cole.
Ponerle barbita a Luriel. 18 años, un chamaquito. Novatito. Vamos. Diablo de 2-0. Lindo.
A high fly ball down the right field line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
Number 4, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular.
¡Lindo! ¡Entre 2! Diablo, lo que damos es entre 2, nada más tabla lo que damos. Y ese parque está lejos con cojones. Por 3, imagínate. Sin echarle duro.
Nice balanced swing on it, and when you can roll it into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and they feel real good about that.
Lindo triple. El tocayo, de 2-2 el tocayo.
Correa takes his lead at third with one away.
Tranquilo, tocayito, tranquilo. Tranquilo, tocayo. Uf. El orgullo de Macao, Luriel Navarro, el paraíso, mi gente. Wow.
Right-handed reliever. Keeps
Uy.
it back going with a foul ball.
Está sintiendo la presión. Primer juego en las grandes ligas.
The pitch. And they'll do it again.
Yeah. La quiere sacar, la quiere meter allá. A la perla.
They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play.
Y se quedó mirando el tocayo. Contra tocayo. Pero el yoyito y eso es lo que le dejaron yoyando. Se me puso nervioso el tocayo.
Top of the sixth inning, and now Adley Rutschman.
Vamos, Sammy.
The pitch.
Lindo. Bajita y a 100 millas. Abusador. Diablo, se la esperaron bien esperada. Diablo, dieron un sotote. Ya lo 100 millas. Y después la tiró a 67. Mira el no que le tiró, ya este lanzamiento está poderoso. Lindo. Pero se le quedó arriba. La hubiera tirado abajo. Ahora es que tiene que demostrar. Vete a que no te va para tercera. Vete para tercera. Dale, tocayo. Tira el rifle. Así de grande fuera yo. No va a quitar a los corredores ahí. Uy. Hablo ese knuckle, papi. Deja uno loco. Hasta a mí me dejo loco viendo ese knuckle. Tranquilo, no le tires el knuckle a este. Que te la están bateando. Abusador, curva. Lindo. Esta, después. Lindo, lindo, lindo. El cero otra vez.
6 shutout innings for him out there now. The Tropics on top here, 4-0.
Qué lindo.
Bottom of the inning, leading off Jose Miranda.
The first baseman, Jose Miranda.
Pitch. Fly ball down the line. And a quick out, number 1.
The left fielder, number 1, MJ.
So digging in, MJ Melendez.
Vamos, caballito.
And that drops in for a strike.
Lindo lanzamiento. Cambio, adentro. Y se quedó.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this.
Él dijo, no vengo el lunes, pues esta vez tampoco venga el martes.
And he deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Cole vino a romper.
Right side, hard hit. On to first, and that's the 3rd out.
Qué lindo se ve San Juan. Pero qué malo administrado está.
And we're back. Here's Mookie now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
Uf, abusador. ¿Cuánto ya lleva? Número 6. Su primer juego.
I think so too, Boog. It's always such a good feeling to see someone attack a new challenge and do well at it. And that's what we're witnessing today. It's a brand new environment, and he's finding a way to succeed. He'll be humbled sooner or later, so that's going to come. But I really like what I've seen from him in this one. I think he belongs here.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's Harper now.
Harper.
And the pitch. That one ripped.
Ahora sí que le están dando duro.
It's the fence. Seager round second on his way to 3rd. And that's a double.
Ahora sí que le están dando duro. Se la están viendo.
He hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
So 1 out with 2 aboard.
Mucha presión ahora.
Austin Riley. 2 on, 1 out.
Ay, se asustó.
And it gets away. Harper in to score on the wild pitch.
That's one way to get your first run of the ball game across. You'll take that every day if you're on offense, and maybe that gets them going a little bit.
Kicks and deals. Good eye right there.
This is a situation where the hitter is
looking
for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Lindo.
Activity in the bullpen. Jorge Lopez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Diaz getting loose as well.
119 pitch.
And he walked him.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks
Y ya lo
like
sacaron.
change on the mound. Sammy Navarro departs, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break.
Papi, lo date ganando, tranquilo. Para el trabajo de López. Vamos, López, yo voy a ti, vamos, caballito, vamos, vamos.
One away, runners at first and third. And now batting, Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That misses the zone.
Ey, vamos, vamos, está asustado control. Qué atrevido. Vamos, lo mismo. ¡Ah! ¿Cómo? Papi, yo quiero ver esa repetición. ¿Cómo así? No. No, yo quiero ver esa repetición. No, yo quiero ver esa repetición. Mala mía, mi gente, que el control está malo. Déjenme verle esa repetición, cojones. ¿Cómo? No lo tocó. No lo tocó. Coño. No lo tocó. Lindo. Se acabó. No lo tocó, man. Wow. Papi, es Estados Unidos, mi gente. No se pueden dormir. En cualquier momento nos pueden hacer 7, 8. Hay que hacer 2 carreritas ahora, por lo menos 1 o 2. Vamos.
That one in the dirt. Ball 2. Action in the pen down there. Chris Martin, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Minter, the lefty, warming up as well. 2-1.
Lindo tabla.
Trout makes the play.
Ese troll, ¿tú crees? Donde no va a fallar Luna.
And down the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Como Lindor.
This guy is power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that can steal you.
En cero no te puede ir. Buena esa, en cero no te puede ir. Buena esa. Hace rifle. Vamos, vamos. De 3-0, ay Dios. Asustado. Y nos vamos, como quiera.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
¿Qué va? Para que le gusta a él comerse, no se la comió. Hasta en los juegos saben cuál le gusta.
It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Lindor stands at first with one out.
Vamos allá, bye. Uy, otro slide le tiró. Ay. Es verdad lo que dijo Carlos Baerga. Va, este año viene ready. ¡Lindo! ¡Corra todo el mundo! Ya, pues. ¡Qué lindo! Esto es. Eso es. Qué linda se ve esa banderita ahí abajo. Vamos, Carlos Correa, vamos, tabla con él, tabla con él. Ay, pues mira quién viene después. La bestia. Ya lo, un triple, un single de 3-2. Bateando poderoso.
Righty to the plate. Foul ball there.
Uy, por poco se la come. Por poco se la come. No. Ni doble play ni ponche, vamos. No, se la comió. Uf. La bestia. Vamos. Vamos, tocayo. Es hora de brillar, vamos. Saca el clutch. Uy, me lo ponchó otra vez, qué abusador. Oh. En la octava. Hay que sacar a López. Habría que traer a Alexis Díaz. ¿Dónde está Alexis Díaz? Lindo. Lindo lanzamiento. Ya lleva dos para su bolsillo. Lindo. Ahí está, Alexis Díaz. Buena.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
3 ponches, 2 ponches te quedan, bam, bam, y vámonos. 2 y vámonos. Lindo, ¿cómo?
Bases empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Oh, arriba que no nebule, ¿qué bajó? ¿Qué pasó? Para que no nebule. ¿Qué es lo que? Mira la puerta. Tranquilo, no ha pasado nada. Uy, no me diga algo así. Si viene la batería. Se puede empatar esto con un swing, exactamente. ¡Tú eres loco! ¿Cómo?
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Lindo. Quiere batear y por eso se va a ponchar. Está jorado, vamos, está jorado. Uy.
Navarro
Uy.
gets towards it.
Tira ese brazo a ver, tira ese brazo a ver.
There's
Cuágata.
outs.
Diablo, qué brazote. Ese chamaquito trabajaba con casquete y cuando chamaquito.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Mucho ejercicio con casquete. Y tiene que tener ese brazo como cemento.
The tying run at the plate. And
Papi,
the
ya.
count 1-2.
Ya cerramos, vamos. Vamos.
And the righty deals.
¡Listo! Los que están ahora son ellos. Lindo, lindo, lindo.
Bottom of the eighth. Now at the plate.
The right fielder, Eddie Rosario.
The pitch.
That's a ball.
¿Te la quiere pegar?
Wouldn't chase that time.
Toma.
Foul ball. He stays
Dale
alive.
un garnatón así, es duro otra vez.
Hangs and misses. It's a strikeout.
Papi Cole pichó todas las entradas.
The next to hit.
¡Lindo! 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 Es un doble obligado.
It's a second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Le dio en el queso. Te estoy diciendo que hay que darle duro a este parque. Hay que darle duro.
One down. Here's the left fielder, Mlb.
Tabla, lo que damos, vamos, machete, vamos. Machete afilado.
Man at second. Just
that's
missed.
just out.
It's a good take.
Ripped on a line.
Lindo, machete.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And
Ay,
they're
es
two down.
fácil tirar ahí derechito.
Now that's the designated hitter.
So two down now, and here is Nelson Velasquez. And here it comes. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Over to first. Play made, that ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher in the mound, Edwin Diaz. A chance at his first save of the year. Seager
Lindo,
stands in
lindo.
now.
Vamos en cero, vamos, caballete.
Here comes the pitch. Falling behind 2-1.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
A little out front there as he swings through.
Bro, you still don't have one of these yet?
We got another ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the Cubs. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Esa es la paz. Trabaja para que estés como yo. Hazlo. Esta es la etapa de tu vida, mira, mi tranquilidad, mira. No tiene precio la paz que tengo la paz.
Swing and a miss. Diaz, a very difficult guy to get hits off, but it's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Usted coge un teléfono de nadie, yo lo tengo, se disparate para
The
mí.
2-2.
A mí háblame de él.
Quick slider ties it.
Lindo.
What a team likes to see out of their closer come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, pretty much forget about it.
And another ball, as a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by
That one down the line, and that's just foul.
and he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural
Se acabó.
that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Diaz is just 1 strike away.
Lindo.
Ballgame.
Se acabó, mi gente.
With his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Chandler. Talk to you soon.
Lindo, mi gente, lindo. Ya tenemos un huevo adelante. 4 ponchecitos nada más. Yo soy así, mira, mi gente. Un huevo sí, un huevo no. Era, perdimos el segundo. Ya, por lo que pena nos dieron. El diantre. Papi, hacer un huevo sí, un huevo no, ya. Eso es lo que hay. Y ahora con qué huevo a la hora con los cangrejeros. Ya está. Contra los cangrejeros. Estamos en empate ahí. Este hay que verlo.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's San Juan taking on Puerto Rico. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Francisco Lindor. Always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, very respectable.
No, mi gente, empezó el juego.
3.50 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
And the pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate. Pitch in the dirt, and the count's full.
Se la comió.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. With 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Now it's Javier Baez.
Bateando para 400.
Toma.
Lindo.
Hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Lindo.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Baez back in safely. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. 1-2 here, and that's outside.
Eso es, vamos.
Baez at first, 1 gone.
Uy, la vio lejos.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front.
Vamos, tocayo.
Runner on the go. Pitch
Se fue.
Throw his second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, a nice lead and a nice steal there to get into scoring position with the heart of the order at the plate. That might just lead them to pitching around these hitters a little more because of the open base, but it's early in this ball game. I can't imagine it'll change the attack plan too much.
Here's a 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Eddie Rosario waiting for a turn at the plate.
Toma. Diablo, pero qué guille.
A gigantic blast. His second of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Fresco el cabrón.
Pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches. And this at bat was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Here's Eddie Rosario. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Woo!
Back here with my pal Siggy. And today's starting pitcher, Derek Rodriguez.
Derek
What's the word on
Rodriguez.
him?
Yeah, he gave up several earned runs his last time out. I think command is a huge issue for him. And fastball command. He's got to trust it. He's got good velocity. Attack hitters with it in this one.
Ya, pues le da un pera a este de 17 de era.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
No.
And he takes it himself for the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
1 down, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. Hauls it in to end the inning. So they make short work of him there. 1 inning in the books here. The Tropics with the lead 2-0. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Jose Miranda.
Jose Miranda.
1-1 now. In the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Batting 7. The left fielder, number 1.
Next to hit, MJ Melendez.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is and down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. 2.
2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And here is Michael Conforto. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Lays out, but it's off his glove. Base hit, and the inning continues. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. What a play, inning over.
Llegamos, mi gente, llegamos. Y esa jugada ahí. Oh. Oh.
Makes the catch for the out. One up, one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And another ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Lindo. Se dio sólido.
That's down. 1 hops off the wall.
Doble.
He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I don't know how he was able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Man at second with 1 away. Javi Baez digs in right side. Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Popped up right side.
Lindo.
For a base hit. The run comes in to score from second. It's 3-zip.
Ñoñita lo que hemos dado.
It's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there, and on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1 gone, runner at first.
Se fue.
Now Correa up to hit. So the foul ball makes it 1-2.
Se fue.
At the belt and fires. This one in the air, center field. Benintendi moving under it. Makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Now batting, number 8.
So a man aboard. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Navarro. Two outs.
Lindo.
That one drilled him.
Ya lo que le pasó.
And they get the out after the ricochet. And that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Set for the bottom of the third, and now it is JT Realmuto. On the ground, Lindor slings it across, and Real Muto is out.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Just off the inside edge.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
One down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
And that's a little bit high. Now 3-1.
Strike.
And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
It's
Muy
tough
bolón, muy bolón.
behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Now a chance for Sal Frelick. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Yastrzemski leads off first with 1 away. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
It's a good take.
Two now.
Full count.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Vamos, 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 vamos.
Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Oh, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Squirts away a little bit.
2 strikes.
Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Two on, 1 out. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. Rodriguez, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Got him looking for the K.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you've got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Two on, 2 outs. In the air, right field. Sizes this one up. And that will end the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Eddie Rosario. And a ground ball to first. He steps on the bag, and 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. And now the first baseman, Jose Miranda.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there, he owns the home plate area.
1 down, base is empty. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. His 2nd of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
So up next, MJ Melendez. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Nimmo going back, and that one's gone. They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 5-zip. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ballpark.
One out, base is empty. Nelson Velasquez now at the plate. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch is outside.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two down. Got him swinging. And 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Brandon Nimmo. Right-hander kicks, deals. Clips the corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air. Rosario pulls it in on the run.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's Pete Alonso. And the right-hander deals. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Ground ball up the middle. And that takes care of Alonso.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Two down, nobody on.
2-1.
Bounced up the middle. Oh, great stop. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. All set for the start of the inning. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Zach Gallen gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher now, Lucas Giolito. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Man at first, Javier Baez will hit next. Fouled off left side. The 1-2. And another ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Lindor on the move. Swing and a miss. Real Mutual throws not in time. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Here's Carlos Correa. Now a high fly ball out to left center. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The batter, number 8.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Navarro. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Right-handed reliever. Hard ground ball, base now. Lindor zipping around third. He'll score. It's 6-0.
Comes through with the RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now Eddie Rosario. 2 outs. And another ball. Giolito moved to first. Navarro back on a dive. Big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Just missing there. And it's 3. Miranda in the on-deck circle. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the inning is over. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Tropics out front 6-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the center fielder, Andrew Benintendi. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That's ripped to right down the line. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So a man aboard, and the batter now, JT Realmuto. Man at second, and that's too high.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The pitch. And that one is in the dirt. And now 3 balls and a strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now back, the right fielder.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Benintendi, the lead runner out at second. Realmuto at first with no outs. Check swing, no appeal.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Right through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Righty delivers just off the outside edge. And that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batter, third base.
Now here is Sal Frelick.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Raced down the line, put the extra bases. Around third, 1 run is in. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 6-2.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
So the lineup flips over. John Birdie digs in now. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. On the ground to short. Lindor tosses to first. That's out number 2.
Now batter, the second baseman,
Canabiggio up to the plate. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. And he deals. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. Now a 6-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top 6. And here's the first baseman, Jose Miranda. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Struck him out of the foul tip. Now the left fielder, MJ Melendez. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The wide to kick the pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Two outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Nelson Velasquez. Two down, nobody on. You're in game one of this three-game set. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. The big righty strikes out the side. Offense held in check there. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Tropics on top here, 6-2. Bottom of the 6. Here's Brandon Nimmo. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And that one is lifted in the air. No ball. Sizing this one up. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now first base.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. And the righty deals. This ball's chopped to the ground. Lindor. The throw to first. And that takes care of Alonso.
The batter, the designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
And he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Top of inning number 7. And now it's Christian Vasquez. Los Angeles. In the air, left side. Fair ball. Back to the top of the lineup. Now, Francisco Lindor. Ball to strike. The pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Tap back to the mound, and he can't come up with it. To first, and he just gets it there in time. What a way. The batter now, Javier Baez. You know, we talk so much about how guys prepare for a start. For Giolito, one of the things that's really cool, he actually uses scouting reports and then plays MLB The Show to execute how he's going to go about attacking hitters. The 1-1 is fouled off. So the night before his start, he effectively goes over the lineup he anticipates he's going to face and plays the game. So he goes through an entire, and now this is down for a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
The third baseman, number 4, Carlos.
So one out with two aboard. Now the third baseman, Carlos Correa. The pitch. Headed down the line. And that drops foul. For Giolito, it actually is an idea that kind of came together with his buddy Max Fried. They played together in high school in Los Angeles, and they're not sure who started it first, but in 2019, they each began to go over scouting reports using MLB The Show. 2 on, 1 out, and that's downstairs and outside. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
The 1-1. That's down and in. Giolito moved to first. Back in there standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Late on that baseball.
I think he was sitting off speed there. Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really wear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Jimenez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. The Islanders in striking distance, but have some work to do.
It starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now back, the catcher, JT
JT Realmuto steps in. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. So Mlb now with one away.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now it's going to be Mike Yastrzemski. And a pitch. Swing and deep drive. This one's got a chance. Ball back there, and boom goes the dynamite. That'll fire up the dugout. His second of the year, and they slice into the lead. It's 6-4. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly over with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball forward. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that hard.
Base is empty, one away, and here is Sal Frelick. One down, base is empty.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And he walked him.
That's up.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for.
Emilio Pagan gets the ball now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So up next, John Birdie. Tying run at the plate. Runner takes off. He's hit right field. Makes the turn at second. Heads for third. They'll have runners at the corners after a wild single.
These guys are relentless. Just until the bell sounds, and they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
2 on, 1 out. Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boo. Not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And a pitch. And a count 1 and 2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. And that just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And here it comes. And that's the inside edge. And now it's 3 and 2. Brandon Nimmo getting on deck circle. Payoff pitch. Bam! Huge strikeout there.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
And now it's going to be Brandon Nimmo. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brennan Bernardino. This is his 3rd time out this year. Eddie Rosario getting ready to hit.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Here comes a pitch. Stays alive.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and leadoff batters on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, these guys doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. With runners in scoring position, they've come through more than 50% of the time, and you can see the damage it's created on the scoreboard.
And now the lefty. Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul.
They've thrived in the high-impact moments of this ball game, and I love seeing it. It's always impressive to me when hitters can rise to the occasion when the pressure's on and drive that runner in.
And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out. MJ Melendez now at the plate. Left-hand hitter waits. Runner on the go. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
So now here's the DH, Nelson Velasquez. The 1-1. That one missed. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Giovanni Miranda.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now, Pete Alonso. Good eye in that spot. Movement in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz getting loose out there. Diaz also throwing. A wind of the pitch. That one close. Ruled the ball. And the count is 3-1. Line to left. That's a fair ball. It's getting in the corner. Around first, digging for two. Throws to second. In there. That's a double.
Oh, you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto. That one not close. And that's ball two. Career homer. It's 6-6.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
And attending to the plate, the wind of the pitch. That one missing inside.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home run. Tied at 6. And to the plate is JT Realmuto. And a pitch. Mike Yastrzemski up next. Allen swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So now a pinch hitter, Anthony Rizzo.
And he handles left-handed pitchers very well, so not too worried about the same-handed matchup right here.
The wind of the pitch. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. 2 runs across in the inning. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Rosario makes the catch, and the inning is over. But this clutch home run gets us even again. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Johnny Brevia. So coming into the game now on defense, Michael Ciani. He takes over in right. Tied at 6. Here's Christian Vasquez. Right-handed reliever. Edge of the zone for a strike. 1-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Off the mark there. And the count is 2-2. Righty to the plate. Line drive, base hit. The leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. And now 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off with 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now here is Javier Baez. Ball to strike. Ranging after it. Yeah, 2 away now. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
At the belt and fires. That's outside, and it's 2-1. In the air to left center. Benintendi sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. And we're all even at 6 apiece. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Fernando Cruz. Here's the 3rd baseman, Sal Fraley.
Well, he came in clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
The pitch. Out to short. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, John Birdie. Here's a 1-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
All tied up. We're in the last half of inning number 9. Ground right side. He handles it himself, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that bat right there. A nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now it's the 2nd baseman, Kevin Biggio. Trying to send this to extra innings. A little bit high. And the count 2-1. Kicks and fires. That one ripped right center field. And that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a 2-out double to put the winning run aboard.
Got a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap there. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. The winning run on second base. That one ripped but foul. The 2-2. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Right back there. And in goes the diamond. He powers that one out of here. And they walk it off for the win.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice.
From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Tropics taking on the 51s. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll. And towing the slab in this one, Vince Velasquez.
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to pull something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And a 1-1. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man on base to start the inning.
The second baseman.
Now the number 2 hitter, Javier Baez. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball left side. Runner at first with no outs here. Up and in, 2-2.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Comes a 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And the righty deals. It misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think
Lindor on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Proceed. That's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Two now. Gets a piece and stays alive. One out and a runner at second. In the air, center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down. Let's take a look at the lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Man on second, two down. And a foul ball. The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Bottom half of inning number one coming up. No score after a half inning. Back here in Pittsburgh, and starting in this one, Jorge Lopez.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
And here is Jose Caballero. The 1-1.
Ball two.
There's a strike. Kicks and deals. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Got it by him for the K.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch-out. That fastball on the pitch before was off. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
One out, base is empty. Short hop liner, handled it short. Over to first. Two up, two down. Take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
The pitch.
Ball, no.
And that's in the dirt. 3-1 now.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
The 3-1.
Ahoy. Full count.
him swinging. We head to the second from PNC Park. No score. Back here at PNC Park, here's Eddie Rosario. Left-hand batter waits.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Kenny Jansen doing on-plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
The punch out there, and one away.
Well, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Second inning here, no score. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 2 gone. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Next pitch is outside. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, number 45. And a pitch. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Joe Springer.
And the batter is George Springer.
Well, Boog, Springer always grades well with his bat. He's been incredibly consistent at the plate in his career.
And a pitch. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And here is Jonathan Arauz. That one finds the corner. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. And that's outside. Now 2-2. Two out, space is empty. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And now the DH, Nelson Velasquez. Righty delivers. Out towards left center. Caballero on the move. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down. So here's Christian Vasquez. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
That's to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Left it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Just missed. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And down on strikes, and there's two away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And another ball.
2-1.
To the right side. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the third. And here is Sosa to the plate.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And the right-hander deals. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
2-1.
That misses. 2 balls and a strike. On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Man at first with 1 gone, and now Jose Ramos. Just missed. Herrera leads off first with 1 away. And that one missing low.
3-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete, no score. Back here in Pittsburgh, and here comes Carlos Correa.
The third baseman, Carlos Correa.
Here comes a pitch. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Springer makes the catch. And a quick out, number one.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Navarro. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. Close play, but in there.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Go-ahead run on base at the plate. Eddie Rosario. And a pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Rosario swings and drives one deep to right field. And that one is off the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
One down. Jose Miranda will hit next. And the pitch.
Ball.
One run across in the frame so far as we play game one of this 4-game series. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And here it comes.
Full count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is MJ Melendez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Rosario off of first with 2 away. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Rosario runs. Ripped to third. Zips it across. And that is the inning. So they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Bottom 4, the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Caballero. The 2-2 now. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Leo Jimenez digs in now. The pitch. Late with the swing there.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Righty to the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
On the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And now the first baseman, Christian Bethancourt. Swings through that one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Not even close there. Full count now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Smoked on the ground to second. Baez fires over to first. And that is the inning. Back here at PNC Park, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Nelson Velasquez. And he deals. And it's even up. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 82 getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Delgado warming up as well. And now 2-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Christian Vasquez, the hitter. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count 1-2. And he chases that one. 2 gone now.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Kicks and fires. This to center field. On his way over. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, number 45. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball.
And there's a ball. Activity in the bullpen. Joe Jimenez, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Cruz getting cranked up as well. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 1 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's George Springer. The 1-1. And another ball. Next offering is down low.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Kicks and deals. Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. Those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Jonathan Arauz, the next to hit. To the right side, loves it on the dive, takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 82.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Now at the plate, Javier Baez. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
This to third. Tosses to first. Baez gone on the play.
The third baseman, number 4, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit home run.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting, number 8.
Navarro getting ready to hit. Right-handed reliever. Swinging a foul straight back. Headed towards the corner, sizing this one up. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Now it's the right fielder, Eddie Rosario. Correa, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Tropics have the advantage, 1-0. And we're back. And the batter now, Edmundo Sosa.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about. That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jorge Lopez will depart, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length, back with a new arm after this. New pitcher on now, Joe Jimenez.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
No outs, runner at first. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Ramos. The count 2-1. High fly ball out into left center field. Sizes this one up. He's got it.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Caballero.
So the lineup flips over, and now the shortstop, Jose Caballero. Pickoff move to first. Sosa back in standing. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Action in the pen down there. Fernando Cruz getting ready to go. Pagad getting loose as well. And a pitch. And delivers outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Nah, what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So now the DH spot, Leo Jimenez. Sosa, the lead runner at second. Caballero at first. 2 out of the inning. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Jose Miranda. The pitch. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 1.
Next to hit, MJ Melendez. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
And that skips into dirt. Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a foul ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And another ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Here's a 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Randall Delgado. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's Christian Vasquez. Man at second. Not close with that one. 2-1. Fouled off down the right side. Back up the middle and a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. The pitch. Bounce to third. This looks like extra bases. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's the second baseman, Javier Baez. That one not close. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Vasquez on second. Lindor on at first with 2 down. Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. Baez gone on the play. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Emilio Pagan. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now the first baseman, Christian Bethancourt.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Swing and a miss.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Swings and misses. One away. Big time out leading off the home seven. Out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Wouldn't chase that time.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
At the belt and fires. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
The tying run at the plate.
Ball.
And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Pagan over to first, and he dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap. I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
The new pitcher in the game, Alexis Diaz.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Diaz.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jonathan Arauz. Tying run at the plate. And a good eye there. And he hits a ground ball right side. Baez fires over to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Edwin Uceta.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now the third baseman, Carlos Correa.
The third baseman, Carlos Correa.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, number 8.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Navarro. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And another ball. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Now here is Eddie Rosario. Throw to second. Great jump.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Man at second. Lifted in the air, right field. And George makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Jose Miranda.
And here's the first baseman, Jose Miranda. Not even close there. 2-1. And that's in the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. And there's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, MJ Melendez. This is just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Pitch is in the dirt, and now 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Not just great execution right there. Ran that 2-seamer out over the outside edge, showing that he's not afraid to walk this guy.
On the ground, Arauz to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's the 3rd baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Here's a 1-1. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now the catcher,
Ivan Herrera will hit next. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Outside low, 2-2.
2-2.
The pitch. That one way inside. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Check swing, and it's popped up. Diaz hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
now batting, center fielder,
Jose Ramos digs in now. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
couple
sliders away, gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible for the two-seamer here. Let's see what he throws.
2-2 down. And a rope into center field, base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
He was all over that one. Not a bad slider by any means. It was down and away, but an even better job.
Edwin Diaz gets the call from the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero. And another ball.
1 strike.
Tying run at the plate. That one the other way and makes the play, and that's out number 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jacob Lopez. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Leading off, Nelson Velasquez.
The designated hitter, Nelson Velasquez.
The wind and the pitch. And it skips in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Moving in the bullpen, Colin Poche getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
In the dirt, 3-2 now. 1 down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, keeping him straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And that's outside. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
The wind of the pitch. Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Javier Baez waiting for a turn at the plate. And now the lefty. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best.
That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the DH, Leo Jimenez. And a pitch.
Ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1. Laced down the line. Base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So digging in, Christian Bethancourt. Tying run at the plate. And that one hit to first. Slings to second. How about that double play?
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So they're down to their final out. Now the left fielder, number 45. Hot shot to third. And that is the ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the home team, no runs, 3 hits, no